This is for people watching afterwards. I know we're up and down today, all right? We're testing out some other stuff. I like the sideways streams better, but man, I've been having some storage issues with my phone. This is the problem I'm figuring out with doing this all from your phone. So we're working through that, but we're gonna get there. So for anybody watching this afterwards, hanging out, I haven't gone away. I got a gig vlog coming up, but it's gonna have to use some old footage because my phone ran out of storage. So I have the whole gig vlog. I just don't have any of the playing sections. But anyways, you guys, I got the freaking SE Silver Sky again today. Loop that. I'm just gonna hang in here. I've got about an hour today, and I'm gonna hang and play some music while I wait for an got an internet appointment at 1 today, but I know it's a little different, up and down. Eric, what's up? Yeah, man, what do you need my opinion? What do you want my opinion on, dude? Oh, man. I know I've been MIA, you guys. How do I... oh, they won't let me do this on there. All right. Oh, man, need your opinion. Did you ever get the PRS Tele-style guitar? Not yet. It's coming. Not yet, though. Had to sell my Helix, trying to decide between getting an HX Stomp XL or a small amp. Eric, I'd say it depends on what you do, man. And how do you normally use it? So, a little bit of that. Best booster or pedal for a great lead tone. Same thing, depends on the type of lead tone you like. You know, here, this little tumness, if I throw that on, now that's a less intense lead tone. For something more saturated, I go with something like this, which is the full drive, where I might do a... Let's turn that up a little bit and get the gain up some. Tumness is great, bell's great, and it's just if you set it more gainy, because a lot of times what I do is I have those set less gainy and then I'll stack them. So check this out. If I'm playing over this thing and I've got just the bell on and I'm doing this type of... You know, that's really tame. It's really tame. If I had that tumness, go to that front pickup maybe. I go to that back pickup and instead I add the full drive, you might get a... Or, I mean, so I like to stack them a lot. Now that's also a lot different with these single coils, a little less gain. I've got the gain on these set right now, honestly, more to the DGT, which has a lot more gain, you know? I love that stuff. Anyways, love messing around with this stuff. Okay, let me answer a couple more of you guys' questions. I'm so used to doing this on my computer, and it's way better. But I'm running out of storage on my phone, man, and I'm trying to fix it, but it's not fixing. I wanted to get something up and out today, so I just threw up my phone the old school way and doing it. Okay. Your pedal board always puts a smile on my face. You like it, multi-ball? I'm glad you like it. Obviously, the stop lets me get a wide range of sounds, and the amp lets me get whatever pedals I want. Yeah, it's still just, you know, it's like I said, depends on what you're going. Tim, got a question for you after this. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's answer some questions. Noel, what's up? Derek, what's up? Fuzzy Face, what's up, you guys? Or Fuzz Face. I'm good. How are you doing? Emily, I got your, Emily, and I can't remember the other's name, but Emily, your guitar hanger thing is about to be on the way. I've been super behind on that. Just got done with the busiest month of, like, my career. I mean, I'm finally at home. First Monday where, like, I'm at home, normal hanging out. But, yes, the birds are the giveaway. This is that cheaper PRS, man. Let's turn that gain up on this. Maybe. Okay, anyways, I know I'm messing around, you guys, but Tim Henson, definitely don't know anything from Tim Henson, I'm sorry. Guitar preference or any... Hey, Tim, guitar lead preference or any decent one? Like which guitar for lead? Because any decent, you can do it with anything. Everyone's different. This one's a single coil one, so it's a whole different, you know, vibe than no polyphia. When you go up and down, people come in and ask for stuff like that. Through a compressor. Nick, Tim, I've always felt like Strats were harder to play for me than other guitars. Ever had anyone else say this? Hey, Nick, so I think so, and part of that might be that the scale length of a normal style Strat is longer. So there's a little bit more tension on the strings, and like the DGT sits in between. It's that PRS scale length that's in between. This is like a normal Strat length, even though it is a PRS. The DGT scale length, which just means the distance from here to up here, is a little bit shorter. And then the Gibson has an even shorter one. And that will make it feel a little bit easier to play. It feels sometimes like it doesn't fight you as much, you know? Well, Be More Gig Vlog, and can you and the band do a day in the life vid? Sure, I think some of my gig vlogs honestly are a day in the life. A lot of those gig vlogs are what I'm doing. Like I keep saying, I've ran out of storage on my phone, and I'm trying to combat this problem. I pay for iCloud storage, but I pay for like 2 terabytes of it, but it's still a problem. So I've got to find a good way to fix that, and some of it off the bat might be this next gig vlog, taking out the GoPro and using that to vlog just until I get this all figured out. But Got a dead... All right, Derek. I got a dead fret on my telly, 3rd fret G string, which is pretty important. You know anyone, Nash, that would do a good job? Yeah, absolutely. Also, Derek, good to see you, dude. Yeah, look up Sean Payton. Payton Guitar Services. And especially if you look up Sean Payton and text him and tell him I sent you, he will work on your stuff. And he'll fix that right up, man. He really will. He is the man. Dave, what's up, Dave? Steven, and check this out, Steven. When I go up and down and do like this, I just block you right off the bat once you do that. Any preference between McCarty or DGT for the SE line? I've got a DGT, a normal DGT, and I'm a lot more familiar with that. So, I can't speak to it. I've played them both, but I haven't played them enough to give you like a great solid answer there, you know? Oh, guitar cable preference. We call them leads mostly over here. Oh, no major preference, honestly. I like braided cables. That's about my only kind of preference on that. You know, let's plug in, you know, I'm always at home. I've been playing this at home so much. Let me throw on the DGT for a second. Just since you were talking about it. Let's get a little, now this has a lot hotter output. I need to get this worked on just a little bit by Sean. It's pretty close to in tune. This guitar just came off from under a plane, so we'll cut a little bit of slack, huh? Hey, thanks you guys for hanging out and stuff. I love doing these live streams. I know the videos have been light lately, and it's because I've been combating this storage problem, and it is really annoying, and I'm trying to figure out how to fix it. But I can go live right now, so going live before. We're also changing my internet, which hopefully should help. I'm getting that Google Fiber, and I got an appointment at 1 p.m. today, so in about an hour. So we're just hanging out waiting for that. That's why this is vertical today. Normally I do those good horizontal live streams, but today we're just doing it old school. I'm just reading the stuff off my phone, throwing it up, hanging out with you guys, playing a little bit. Old girl needs to be restrung. These strings are starting to get a little finicky. I need it restrung. Like I said, though, this is also the first time it's being played since being under the plane. But this guitar, I'll fly so much with this guitar, and I pull it out, and it's dead in tune still. I don't loosen the strings. I don't do any of that. Just straight send it. Now, don't get me wrong. It gets some chips and dings. Okay. I can talk about how I landed the gig with Lanco. The Tremonti one's good too. It's a little more modern sounding for my taste, but I've got a bunch of buddies that play it. How do you spell that last name? Payton? P-A-D? I'm not sure. If you just try and type in Payton, you should be able to find him. But yeah, man, he's the man. Hurricane Day in Florida. Hey, Sean, stay safe, man. Stay safe. How'd I land my gig with Lanco? And I got a bunch of video or questions on here. Tell you what, this is odd. That is definitely more gainy than I think it should be. Maybe we need to be looking at getting these tubes replaced. Okay, gig with Lanco, honestly, I could tell you the whole long story, and I've talked about it in other videos. But obviously, it was years and years of work that led me to being able to be ready for that call. Great example is like if I couldn't play slide, I would have never been able to play this gig. It's not a lot of crazy hard slide, but I play a lot of slide on it. You know, years and years of work, and then put myself out there on the internet. They saw TikTok videos. They knew they needed a new guitar player. I only had like 4,000 or 5,000 followers. It's not like I'm a huge name. Followed my stuff for a while. They liked my vibe. They liked my playing. They thought it might fit with the band, because that's the thing. It's a band. It's not just, they hired me for Tim Avon, not just someone that can hold a guitar, because that's a lot of what it is. Cold message straight from Instagram. Brandon, the lead singer, sent me a DM on Instagram. And obviously then the audition process was just playing with them and seeing if I fit the vibe and stuff. And that went on for, I mean, a year really, you know. The first gig was good, and then it was like, okay. But then now, being an official member, which you'll always be, is out now. New song we just put out. That's the very first Lanco song that I'm playing on. I'm doing all the guitars and stuff. There's a lot of little slide parts, if you listen in on that, for any of you guys that might even care at all, that are doing stuff where it's like, oops, you gotta turn up the volume, huh? Like, there's a lot of little parts like it. Anyways, a lot of fun recording that. So that's the short story. All right, how do I edit my video straight? iMovie, man. I line those clips up and trim off the ends. That's it. Tim Avon production quality. Saw Philip Say says we can play his prototype Silver Sky at an outdoor blues festival here in Ohio. I was more excited to see him play his 61 Strat. At the end of the show, I was helping tear the stage and sound down. His sound guy asked for a rag to handle the guitar and put it away. I told him he needed a shot of penicillin. It was awesome. I'm not exactly sure. I kind of get what you're saying, Jesse. I'm not exactly sure what you mean. It sounds like it was a good concert to see, and I'm sure he was playing just awesome. Awesome. James, it's great to see you. Scott, good to see you. I start making up lyrics when Tim plays. Hey, thanks, Scott. At least someone is. I was looking at a PRS amp since yours sounds so good, and they're all too rich for my blood. Trying to find a good sub $800 option. Well, this amp that I'm sitting with right now, my PRS amp is the overseas made one. So this is, it's at $800 without a cabinet. The head is like $799 or $750, but it's good. So I'd recommend it. What's up, Colton? Yeah, I love Sriracha, man. You ever share the stage with Tyler Bryant? I have not. Not yet. Not yet. Fender Deluxe Reverb. If not, would you recommend a good tube combo amp? I've absolutely played a Deluxe Reverb, and it's, a staple in the business, right? Staple name, staple amp, great amp. So I love them. I don't own one currently. I've got a Hot Rod Deluxe, which the clean channel is great. And then I've got sitting right here a Sir here. I'll turn it so you guys can see the amps a little bit. Can you see them? Only barely. This is the HDRX20, the PRS amp. This is a Sir Bella Reverb. That is like a 44 watt 6L6 style platform, you know. Oh, I see what you're saying. He set so much that his guitar was drenched. Huh. That's awesome, though. thoughts on the Evertune bridge? I've never heard of it, to be honest. I don't know what that is. Who makes that, or what is it? While I'm hanging and waiting for you guys to write some more comments, I will just, I was jamming some over this loop, right? Like that thing. Reverse it, right? Do some of that. Okay, I love doing that stuff, messing around with it. HDRX20. Yeah, that's what I'm playing through right now, is the HDRX20. Hey, thanks, Dave. Plus a free PRS pedal? Damn. That's pretty crazy. From your perception, what is the difference between a good guitar player and a great guitar player? Interesting, Jack. Well, I'm trying to get to the great thing, but I'm still probably at good. There's so many different things, man, and I'm trying to work on them and trying to get better, like all of us are. But, you know, a great guitar player is going to use space, not use the full extent of his ability all the time. Hey, Dick, thank you, man, for the $10. I appreciate the tips. Yes, we're back. We're back, man. Thank you, Dick, for the first tip. Great seeing you in here, as always, man. I've got about another 45 minutes on stream. I've got an internet appointment guy coming over here at 1. But thank you so much, you guys. The tips on these streams really are the only way the stream really makes any money, and I appreciate that. But good versus great guitar player, you know, I'm probably just good right now. I'm trying to get to great. The level of great that I think of as great. And so, like, things I'm working on to get closer to that level would be using more space, playing less, not always using the extent of your abilities, great touch, easy, you're effortless, you're really getting down to that heart of playing music, and those shapes and all that stuff you learn is the foundation, but you're trying to get to that spot where I'm really just trying to play some music, stuff that sounds good. And I like stuff like that. Like, that's a good little loop example of just playing easy, you know? I'm not shredding. Let it go, you know? You gotta turn the volume up to make it work, though, don't you? See, you screwed up a little bit there. Anyways, my point there is I'm like trying not to shred. Now I can't shred, so that's I can play into that because I can't do it anyways. But I'm trying to be melodic, follow it, simple. There's moments in there that weren't. There's moments in there was. So that's a really complicated question, and I'm not there all the way. You know, a great person to ask that question, I'm sure, has been asked is a Julian Lage. I don't know how to say it. A Tom Bukovac, and everybody's different. Some people are more staunch in their opinions, but you know, there's a lot of greats out there. I'm just trying to sound the best I can, you know. But Dick, it's great to see you, and thanks again for the tip, man. Can I like this? I can like it. Boom. I can't play like Tim, but at least I now sound a little bit like him. Hey, Andy, love to hear it. Great to see you in here too, man. Still need a cab with it, so ends up being like, yeah, that's the thing, is you need a cab. I have the cab, but I use the Sur cab. It sounds better. Now, it's not that that's a bad cab. That's just a $300 to $400 cab versus like a $900 cab. You know, so the 900 one better sound better, you know? So, Cuppa, you said, what's my chord of the day? How about this one? That's a great thing. Here, I'll just play for y'all for a second. Chord progression of the day. I wrote that in high school, man. And I remember doing the and then going. And I didn't know. I thought that move sounded really cool, but I didn't know why it sounded cool. I didn't. So what you're doing there is going to the dominant 3. I'm heading towards the 6 chord. In the 3, right, is if you look at just the shapes, it's the 5 of the chord we're headed towards. So normally in E, because that progression's in E, the 3 would be in minor. Turn that into a dominant 7th chord, and it's pulling us to the chord we're going to. So when I'm doing that, now I'm thinking I'm going 5 of the 6th chord. You know, but at the time I didn't know what that was, so I didn't. messing around, huh? How about that, guys? Okay. Any advice on how to get started gigging and playing live as a guitarist? I'm 19, been playing for 5 years, and I'm pretty near Nashville, Knoxville, Chattanooga area. Absolutely. Chris, I'd start going out to places that you can go out, because at 19 it is somewhat hard. Now, but I shouldn't even say hard, because you can do it all day long. But you got to go to places that will let you in, and go to places that have live music. And find some live music that you kind of connect with, and hang out and try and talk to those people. Now, don't just go up and ask, can I play with you? Can I play with you? But if the musicians are on break or they're done and you listen to their set, find something you liked about it and go up and ask the guitar player a question. You know, start a dialogue and then try and befriend those people. And those people are going to be able to say, hey, man, we play or we jam here. And then maybe you go and jam and they say, hey, he's pretty good. Then their guitar player's sick one week or something. They're like, hey, man, can you come out and play or whatever? So I really would go find some live music, stuff that you like, and try and interact with those musicians. And that's going to be the best way to start getting your feet off the ground. I mean, it's going to take some work, but hopefully at some point you'll start finding some people and you'll get a gig at some point. Or even just playing, I mean, you know, just anything. Scott says, a great guitar player can sit with anyone and jam any style. I agree that. I mean, I think I couldn't do that. Now, I can do a ton of styles, but if I sit down with Tim Henson from Polyphia and he wants to play his style of stuff, I'll do my best. I'll try and fail. That's how you get better. But what are your favorite phone apps to learn songs quickly? I see people take requests and pull their phones up for chords. Yeah, so honestly, Ultimate Guitar is the classic. I also am fortunate that in Nashville, there's a Dropbox of number charts that has well over 1,000 songs, and I go there first and see if I can find a number chart for it, for a lot of really commonly requested songs. But Ultimate Guitar is no doubt the OG. If more is not better, how do you explain Jerry Garcia? I think that's if more is not better, how do you explain Jerry Garcia? I mean, isn't he the epitome of that? More, he is very much not more. Now, if you said, if more is not better, how do you explain Tim Henson? That would make more sense. But I don't think that Jerry Garcia is a more guitar player. Did you take guitar lessons? And if when? I've probably taken 10 sit-down lessons in the 15 or so years I've been playing. Now, I've used a lot of YouTube. And then when I got to Nashville, I just started befriending so many people that were so good, so much better than I was. And I just jam. So it's like I've taken tons of guitar lessons, but it wasn't paid guitar lessons. I'd sit down and we'd jam. We'd pick a progression that's maybe kind of hard, or something I'd do like something like this. Not hard, but when I was starting to learn to try and follow the chords, we'd do like a... Let's loop it and see if I can even... So, and my point in doing that is that a progression I remember working on a buddy with, where we were like, man, what are some ideas over this dominant 3 chord that's leading to the 6? Same idea we were just talking about a couple minutes ago. It's leading to that 6. That's going 1, dominant 3, to the 6. Another great trick in there is that sharp diminished 4 or flat 5, either one, whatever you want to call it. That leads us back to that 1 chord really well. And there, you know, it's... That's a great little... I got that from Josh Smith, of him doing it. Over that sharp diminished 4 chord. That's where I got that from, that doing. stand a noodle less. I'd be a better guitar player, but we all do it. Okay. Let me answer a couple more questions. Approaching your solo, how do you think about it? I usually think about pentatonics on all the chords that attach to it. Any advice? Tim Time, great name. So how do I think about it? I'm thinking about those things, but the goal is to get to a place where you're not thinking about those things, you know, but you got to practice a lot to be thinking about that stuff. So when I'm playing over that, I'm not good at, that's not a type of progression I play a lot. So I've got to think, and I've got to think, okay, the 3's coming up. Let's lead it to the 6, you know, and I don't sound as fluid as I want. Whereas when I'm playing with Lanco and we're doing something that's... I'm just doing a... I'm realizing right there that I was playing out in the wrong key. So I'd be... Honestly, you want to think about that stuff. It's good to practice, but when you're on the spot, you want to just rip something with some feel, you know? If you're kind of lost and don't know what to do, come up and just do that. Let's just sit and jam too, you guys. I've been so busy. I haven't gotten to just sit and mess around. But hey, Tim, hope everything is going well for you. Thanks, Fiero. I hope everything's going for you for you too. Brave pickups. Thank you. When I was young, I found a good rock and roll teacher. He made me use a jazz chord book, but it made sense later. Yeah, I think that's a great thing. Learning some stuff like that. Some great extended chords or whatnot, you know, doing some of that stuff. I think, see, like anyways, yeah. Ever heard Adventure of a Lifetime? I don't know if I have. Sitting here playing some lead during your chord progression with the McCarty 9594. Heck yeah, Noel. I hope I'm in time enough for you to play some stuff. That's awesome. Hey, thanks. Do I like PRS most? I like a bunch of stuff. I'm a PRS artist, but that doesn't mean I don't play other things. And they're very cool about the fact that they know people play other guitars, you know? If I'm doing a TV slot, I want to play this guitar. Play the Ground Old Opry, I play this guitar, or the SC Silver Sky. Now, that's also because I've got the tools from them to do it. If I need a Strat style thing and I'm playing on TV, I'm going to use the SC Silver Sky just because it's a brand partnership, you know? They want to, the sponsorship is so they hope their product gets in front of people. But I came Fender guy. Fender all day long. Got an OG Fender Strat. In fact, you guys want me to plug in the Strat, and I'm gonna have to go in just a couple minutes because I'm having, like I said, an internet appointment. But here, guys, let's play my oldest guitar as I bang my DGT on another guitar on accident. Now this, the intonation isn't that great on this, but this is old girl. This is old girl. I've had this instrument since about 2010. It's a 2003 American Deluxe Strat. Then that tobacco burst. It's very heavy. And I have played hundreds of gigs on this guitar. Hundreds and hundreds. All types. I learned how to play guitar on this guitar. And right now it needs some love. It really needs some love. But man, it's still a good guitar. I haven't played this guitar in a minute. And you know what's good when you pick it up and start playing for a second, you just get kind of lost in it. Wow. Oh, I spent a lot of years learning on this guitar, you guys. And I'm not going to lie, this guitar really's got that thing that is the... If I play right... Anyways, I hope y'all like that. When bending, my fingertips sometimes hits / catches the string above, resulting in an inadvertent tone. What would you suggest to manage this? Okay, I actually have a pretty good tip, and I hope you're still in here because I know I'm probably way behind on the comments. I'll try and catch up here for a second because I've been sitting playing. First off, you guys, damn, I really like this guitar. I played a lot on it. It's been a while, but this is a killer. This guitar I love. Okay, how do we get rid of this? When I'm bending, I'm doing it's slight. I'm gonna exaggerate it here. A slight, this motion. It's slight, but this is popping that other string up onto the top flesh of this string and holding it there. So when I bend, let's see if I don't know that there's a world I can really show you this. Look right here. So you see where that string is? The adjacent one, it's up on the meat of my fingers when I'm bending. I catch it and pull it up. Now it's very slight, but I'm slightly getting my finger up under it to catch it, mute it, and push it. And that way I'm preventing any unwanted tones like you're saying. So when I go, right? God, I love this guitar. Okay. Brent Mason and others tonight at Robert's 25th anniversary on Broadway. Come down and I will look for you to say hi. Heck yeah, Chris. Are you going there? I'd love to make it to that. I don't know that I can make it to that tonight, but that sounds amazing. Hey, Lamar, good to see you in here again. When I get lost, I try to slow things down. Absolutely. I completely agree with this. Thoughts on the PRS SE-DGT for First Electric? I've been playing acoustic for years, but I'm ready to give it a go. It's awesome. It's a great guitar. I own the Core DGT, and I've played the SE a good amount. They're great. And the price difference between the two does not match the quality difference. The SE ones are awesome and sound great. The pickups are really good. Amp that I use right now, I'm playing through an HDRX 20. Take any song requests I can try, although you guys, honestly, I'm going to go through these comments and then I gotta hop off here. Hey, Damien, what's up, man? Hey, you know what's crazy, you guys, is I had done some YouTube, and I was kind of doing YouTube. And Damien, I know Damien from TikTok, and I don't know him in real life at all, but we're kind of buddies over on TikTok, and he had sent me a message a long time ago being like, dude, you need to get in the YouTube space. He was telling me, he's like, I've gone full in on YouTube, and I'd already posted some videos. I was trying to do YouTube, and then honestly, I was like, okay, I'm just going to go all in on YouTube. And now it's worked out, and I'm here with all of you guys. So, Damien, thanks for that, man. Hope you're doing well, dude. Do you have the top volume button in or out, and which way to use it? Thomas, great question. This is an American Deluxe Strat from 2003. It should have this button in here. When I got it, that button was causing a bunch of static issues and stuff, and I did not care about it. I had them straight up take it out. I said, I do not like this. I don't care about it, and it's causing noises in this. So this one doesn't have it. I had it taken out, and that's, I guess, the only modified thing about it. It's just a standard old volume in there. Not that. It's called an S1 switch. Or at least in this model back in the day, that's what they called it. They might have changed it, but yeah, I had that taken out, man, so it's not on. what I'm playing there. Let's see. Man, I haven't sat and played this guitar in a minute. It's about that time. I'm going to be playing it a bunch more. Okay, I'm going to answer the last couple questions, then I got to hop off, you guys. Yeah, this is a swamp ash body. So, yep, and it's very heavy. It's very heavy. So it's about my heaviest guitar, but the G&L rivals it. What is the loom thing with your cables you showed? All that is you could buy it, look it up, or you could look up just like cable loom, and it's just a little like mesh plasticky thing that you just put all your cables inside and it runs the length of them. So it holds a bunch of them, makes it feel like one bigger cable. But it's really cheap. You can buy it by like the foot or whatever, you know. Yeah. Cool. I would try out that bending technique later. Absolutely. I hope that helps out, Raymond. And with that, you guys, I'm about to hop off. What is the secret to writing music that doesn't sound like something that has already been written? If I said that right. You know, Jack, this is going to be one of those times where I wish I had an answer for you. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure, you know, because you could dig deep enough, and I think almost everything sounds like something somewhere. So I think the real key there is just write something you love and are passionate about. And don't worry too much about that. What do you think about old Silvertone guitars? Jake, I don't have very much experience with them, to be honest. In fact, if any, I can't think of any. But hey, you guys, with that, I'm going to hop off. I've got the internet guy coming. We've got more videos coming, I promise. But right now, I'm dealing with this storage issue, and I've got to get it fixed because I can't record anything or upload stuff for you guys. So that's why I wanted to come live. At least I can do this, say, hey, I'm still here, you guys. Don't worry, I'm thinking about all you. So, all right, you guys. Have a great day. Enjoy it. Enjoy the holiday, Sean. And until next time,